Yo. What's good, chat? We got another joint from Tony 2Times TV. Shout out my guy, man. I don't even know if we did any other reactions to bro shit, but I be watching bro shit when I'm not recording a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out, yo. But yeah, this day Lord the Baltimore way series. Shout out Baltimore. Y'all know it's that little cash global, right? Nobody ain't nigga out the four, no boy. All that shit. But this sad story. We continuing with our little video essay reaction, little streak and shit like that. This that teen backdoored by fake friends in the Baltimore streets, man. That's a way too common story out here, but we gonna get into it. We gonna see what's to that. Make sure I got that super over with.
This video is brought to you by.
Shot with us. Like button.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna let them
go
get
online right now at coolgreenclothing.com and make your purchase. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way. And
it's your boy Tony. Be sure to tap for the day one fine. And you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification, peoples. Or young man decide to jump off the porch and into them streets. It could be for a lot of reasons. Not feeling that family vibe at home and feeling like they want to be a part of something. Lack of finances, needing money for different reasons. Sometimes even just to eat. Or it could just be.
That's a fact, chat. But you gotta learn as well, bro. You learn this as you get older. There's other ways to grind, bro. Even if it's on some small time shit, that should help you. Like, that shit. Slow money better than no money, chat. I put it like that. I ain't gonna lie. It's other ways to grind, bro. But out here, it do get like that. I ain't gonna lie. It really do. It get to that point, bro. Especially for a lot of motherfuckers out here on, like, real low income. Baltimore used to be a city of money. It's not anymore.
As simple as feeling like it's the fun or cool thing to do. When we get our introduction to that lifestyle, it's like school. The older guys or people in your neighborhood will run down the rules. Most of the time, it sounds like this: loyalty, respect, honor, never fold, take your charges, don't let nobody play with you. If you eat, make sure your team eats. Don't involve outsiders in the business, and never for no reason talk or give information to the police. But a lot of time, the main rule, they forget to tell you that the truth with all that is really no rules. The people you call your homies, most of the time be snakes. It's a bunch of fake smiles and handshakes. If you got 10 people in your circle, if something serious happens, at least 8 of them gonna tell on you once them people start throwing around them football numbers. The streets has picks. You can do everything right and still get backdoored by your block. I can go on and on because the game is rigged. But it takes years. And sometimes for a person to be sitting in a cell to fully
Don't nobody win with that shit, chat. It's a losing game, bro. As soon as you step in that shit.
Understand that when his people's not writing, money orders not coming, and his right-hand man is smashing his baby mother. That's for the lucky ones. Unfortunately for most, they never even get a chance to wake up to that reality because they lose their lives at a young age, believing the myth that it's benefits for being a street dude. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be discussing the case of a teen who was lured outside and backdoored by fake friends. Back in 2022, 19-year-old Damon Price was navigating life in Baltimore. Stated to be a typical teen that liked music, having fun, but some say Damon was fascinated with the street life. Growing up in the trenches of East Baltimore, he had a circle of friends he gravitated to, and most of them was all into the same things. Not necessarily from bad homes, but we all know at a certain age, young men start to make their own decisions on how they want to live their life and what path they want to take. The babyface 19-year-old knew the streets was real, but also thought it was all love and loyalty, and that the people he called dummy or bro was solid. For out-of-towners in Baltimore, dummy means like my mans or my homeboy, not used as disrespect. On January 27th, 2022, Damon was out Sedonia, off of Bowley's Lane by Lorelli Court Apartments. It was at the 10 p.m. when a car pulled up to the complex. Damon, who was outside doing this little 1-2, recognized some people in the whip as associates or friends. Somebody from the back passenger seat called out to shorty, like, yo, come here, let me holler at you. He bopped over. One person shook his hand. Seconds later, a person hopped out the back with 2 guns, letting off shots, and the driver with a rifle, and the car then fled the scene. As people in the community heard the commotion, they called BPD, who responded to the location to find Damon suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was rushed to Bayview Hospital, but unfortunately, he wouldn't survive his injuries. Back on the scene, there was over 20 shell casings located. 16 9mm shells.
Chat, it's crazy because it ain't even be like Out here for real, it don't even gotta be like you really involved with nothing, or you really, you know what I'm saying? As soon as niggas see you doing your little 1-2, see you getting a little money, it get like that, bro. It get like that. I ain't gonna lie, as soon as they see you getting a little money, bro, that crab in the barrel mentality take over.
And 5.22 caliber shells. Also an iPhone, who at first police thought belonged to Damon. It was also a lot of surveillance cameras all throughout the complex, and it wouldn't take long for video to come back. It showed a young man being called to the car, recognizing somebody inside, even smiling and shaking hands before he was fatally ambushed. Police took down the car's description, and a bolo was soon put out for the vehicle. Also, as detectives searched the iPhone left on the scene, they soon realized it wasn't Damon's at all, but a 21-year-old man named Devin Young. Police also ran Devin's name through the database and realized that a car registered to him matched the description of the car that left the scene of the hit. And also, Devin activated a brand new iPhone just 2 days after the shooting. A few days later, Devin was located and pulled over driving his vehicle. He had a young woman in the car, and in plain view was a Glock, new Apple iPhone, and a Motorola phone. Devin was taken into custody and questioned, but he never gave up any information and at first denied being involved in the shooting. But with evidence, he was charged with first-degree and second-degree hit. As the case started making its way to trial, Devin would take his lick and never named the other people in the car. He had people testify on how good of a kid he was, including his girlfriend, stating he played football in high school, helped win a lot of championships, was enrolled in the University of Maryland and Eastern Shore for business management, but dropped out only after a year when his major got canceled. Everybody claimed the young man wasn't a violent person at all. He eventually took responsibility for his role in the shooting and apologized for his actions. He apologized to Damon's family and stated no one should ever have to go through that. But it was never a motive given, and prosecutors painted a picture of a young man who was lured to a car by people he trusted, then ambushed. In the end, the jury found Devin guilty in his role in the homicide, and he was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Rest in peace to Damon. I send my prayers and condolences to his family.
Rest in peace, man.
I don't know what shorty was involved in or what the beef was about for his so-called homies to backdoor him, but that be the thing. Sometimes it's just cuz. It might be over a girl, some he say, she say, or they just feel like you are in the way.
Guarantee it, bro. That's all it takes.
The thing that stood out to me, though, was the handshake and smiles. Cruddy. But that sums up the streets for you. A bunch of fake handshakes, smiles, blind loyalty, and fake love. Shorty is gone at 19, and I'm sure he probably wasn't an angel. But that's super young. He didn't even get a chance to wake up and say, you know what? I'm gonna go back to school or get a job. These streets not where it's at. And Devin, just like most kids in the streets, was said to come from a good home, was in college and all that, but chose a path. Now instead of being out of town, somewhere in school, he's stuck in a cell to reflect on woulda, coulda, shouldas, and hoping the men who were allegedly in the car with him that night hold him over, send him some bread, keep his name alive out there, and not try his girl. But we all know how that usually goes. But hey, that's the Baltimore way. Yeah, man, that's a tough situation all around the board. Rest in peace, that young man. I definitely send my prayers to his family. But I ain't gonna talk
Yeah, man, chat, that was a sad story, bro. Rest in peace to those involved and shit like that. Rest in peace to mom, bro. Chat, it's crazy out here, bro. It really is crazy out here. Slimy, dirty, grimy, whatever the fuck you want to say. I ain't gonna lie, I get like that over there. Very treacherous, bro, but shit. That was just a sad story, bro. All too common story nowadays for young black men, bro. It's sad out here. That ain't young black women. It's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so tired of seeing black people killing other black people. Yo, this shit making my stomach turn, but hey, maybe that's just me. Anywho, chat, we ready to get the fuck up out of here. Man, that little cat school, but you already know what I ain't got the phone. No boy. That Toski Dotadevsky nigga. Nobody got us if we don't got us. Yeah, I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here, though, chat. Y'all know the protocol. Without further ado, we gonna salute you then. Stay blessed, stay pretty, and stay hydrated. Shout out to the G's, chat. Class dismissed.